Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review of the new Bare Minerals palette, the Aurora Lights. And this just came out recently and it's beautiful. And you can create a lot of pretty natural, neutral looks with it. But I wanted to review it because I have used it several times and also compare it to their other two palettes that I own from Bare Minerals, the Bare Naturals and the Bare Sensuals. So if you're interested and you want to see how I created this look, just keep on watching. Thank you guys. Okay guys, so I'm going to start the look, and this is the Bare Minerals Aurora Lights palette, and it's very pretty. It has really beautiful shades. It's mostly neutral with some pops of color, but I really think it's very pretty. So I'm going to use this mirror and I'll let you know which shade I am using as I go. Let me see if I can just use the mirror in the palette, maybe easier. Alright, so let me start by just using the second one here that is called thread count, 500 thread count, which is the second one. It is like a little cream color, just to set my my concealer. And I use the Smashbox Eye Primer because it's like it's almost like a light beige, and it does cancel out any kind of veining or discoloration that you may have on your eyelids. So I like to use that one when I'm using more neutral, lighter colors, because I do have a little bit of veining, and then I do have that spot in my eye that is kind of hard to cover. So if I'm using darker colors, and I usually can wear any concealer whatsoever. Okay, so the first shade that I'm going to go with for my transition is going to be Venus, which is this light lavender right here. And I'm going to use a fluffy brush for that. Hope you guys can see. And this palette is very pretty. I've used it a few times, and the problem that I have with the palette is not the quality of the palette, but I will discuss it with you when I'm done. I'm going to compare it to the other Urban Decay palettes that I have. Not Urban Decay, I'm sorry. Bare Mineral palettes that I have, and show you why I was a little annoyed when I actually received the palette. Now, I did buy it with my Ulta points, so it wasn't quite as painful as if I would have, you know, paid it out of pocket, which in a way I did, because I mean, I did have to buy merchandise to earn those Ulta points. But somehow it feels a little different when it came out of the Ulta points. So okay, so I went on the crease with that, and it's very pigmented, a very soft, like a lavender color. So now I'm going to go a little deeper with this one right here that is called Rump. And it does have a little bit of shimmer, but not that much that it actually shows very shimmery on the crease. And I'm going to use a smaller brush for that. Some shadows, even if they have a little bit of a shimmer, I mean, it's more like a satin than shimmer, so you can really use it on your crease and it won't even show. And this is going to be a simple look, because this is what I would use this palette for. I mean, it does have a real pretty green, but I'm not going to put any green on today. I have to go grocery shopping, and I really don't feel like wearing that much glam on my eyes. And I am wearing, as you can see, a dress, sleeveless dress. And this is not an old video. Today is Sunday, November 4th. And the temperature outside is 80 degrees, which is nice for us. It's like a cold front, really. But yeah, it's not, I need to bring my powder brush to get rid of the, I didn't do that. Bad girl. so I'm making a mess. But it's still warm. It's nice in the mornings. It's been in the low to mid 60s in the morning, so that's definitely a nice welcome. Let me go get my powder brush so that I can clean on any eyeshadow that falls on my... Okay, I'm back. I just want to be able to clean up if I have any product on my face. Alright, so I think I am going to use on my lid, I think I'm going to use this one here. It is called Stardust, and it's very pretty. This is not the same one that I used in the look that you guys liked, but I wanted to do something a little different today. So these shadows are definitely not anything that is going to be outrageous. This is more for the person that wants a neutral look with maybe a little bit of a pop, like a little bit of a shine, a little bit of a you know, a little, not glitter, but a little bit of glow. But definitely, if you're looking for something that's going to have like a lot of glitter, a lot of pop, this isn't it. But it's still very pretty. I like to use it for work because I feel that, you know, I can get away with, well, I'll wear whatever I want for work. I mean, I usually, you know, 5 o'clock in the morning, I don't have a lot of time to be putting on a lot of makeup. So, but I mean, this is something nice, definitely to wear for work. So this is all I'm going to do today. Let me go ahead and I'm going to put on my mascara, my liner. I'll swatch the rest of the colors for you, and then I'll let you know how I feel about the palette. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I added mascara. I also added a little bit of this purple on my lower lash line as a liner right against the lash line. And I think it still looks a little light, so when my mascara is dry, I'm going to darken up a little bit at the end, which is something that you can also do if you wear this look during the day to go to work, and then you're going to go out that night, and if you want to make it a little more, a little darker so that it pops a little more, then you can add something a little darker. So I'll show you how to do that in a minute. So in the meantime, I am going to swatch these colors for you. So a lot of them are very light. So this is, I'm going to swatch the first row. I don't even know how to do this so that you guys can see it. I guess like this. Okay. I'm not very good at swatching. So let me do it and then I will show you. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the first row of the shadows. And as you can see, the first 5 of them are so light that you can barely see them. I mean, they do look pretty on the eye, but they're definitely not going to be anything that's going to say, hey, look at me. It's very, very neutral, but great quality. Okay, the second row has a little more pigment, a little more color to it, so you can see the colors a little more. And this is just, I just swatched it one time. I didn't go over it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and darken up the outer V a little more. So I think I'm going to use a little bit of that purple that I put on my lower lash line. And I'm using a pencil brush. So I wanted to do a video where my granddaughter, my 4-year-old, she loves to put makeup on me. And I don't want to do a video where it shows her because my son is fine with it, but I don't know if my ex-daughter-in-law would be, so I don't want to take a chance. So I did have her pick some products, and then I took a picture of her, but you really can't see her entire face. So she was so funny because she didn't look at any color of the product. She picked everything out according to packaging. Oh, this one's pretty. Oh, this one's so pretty and shiny. Oh, this one's got flowers. It was so funny. I should have recorded that part when she was picking them out. So she did a good job, but definitely had nothing to do with what was inside. Okay, so I think that looks, oops, picked up the same brush. So I think that looks a little better. Have a little more definition there. And it just took a little bit of product. So I definitely think this is a pretty look. I'm very happy with it. I think you guys, you know, you can see that definitely has pigment. You know, I'm very, very happy with the palette. Now I'm going to tell you what my problem with the palette is. Let me scoot you back. So this is the last palette that she had, and it came out around the same time as most of the holiday things came out. It does get dirty very easily because it's like a cloth or something on the outside. It's not plastic like the usual palettes. Okay, so my problem with this palette is it's not the quality, it's not the shades, and I knew that it was going to be pretty neutral. So I went in, you know, purchasing it knowing all of that. So that's not the problem. My problem is this has 18 shades inside. It's 0.01 ounces of 4 grams of product. Now look at the size of this palette compared to the normal Bare Minerals palettes. It's a lot smaller. This one has 12 grams or 0.04 ounces of shadows of product, and it has 14 shades. This is the Bare Sensuals, which is a gorgeous palette. Really, really beautiful. It even has more, you know, more of a selection as far as deeper tones. So you can go a little darker with this one. And this one is the Bare Naturals, which again, I think you can go either very neutral or you can, you know, bump it up a little. So I am happy with this palette. I'm not sorry it's in my collection. But if I had to go out and spend the money, I would not purchase it. I would not repurchase this because I think that this is ridiculous. And when you look at the picture on the website, you know, you can't tell that it's smaller. At least I can't tell that it's smaller. And then it did have extra shadow, so I thought, well, maybe the pants are a little smaller because they're giving you like, what, 2 extra shadows? 4 extra shadows. But wow. It's just very little product. Am I ever going to hit pan? Probably not, but that's not the issue. The issue is they're giving you so much less for the same amount of money. So, you know, buyer beware. I'm very bad about reading, you know, product weight and what you're getting and, you know, price per ounce and all of that. I really am bad about that. And that's something that I should improve on, but so that was my fault. But I just want to make you guys aware of that. So what I'm wearing on the rest of my face, I'm gonna get very boring. I'm wearing the Laura Geller again, the powder. I am wearing, I didn't bring it with me, but the Too Faced concealer. The under my eyes, I'm wearing the Laura Mercier to Set My Eye. And on my eyelids, I'm wearing the Smashbox Primer. As far as I'm not wearing any bronzer because I was trying to I have a few hours to myself and I wanted to do this quickly. So this is the Becca and Chrissy Teigen palette. I'm wearing this pink right here. I'm sorry, so reflective. As my shadow, no, as my blush. And then this is the highlighter that I'm using. And it's called Malibu's. No, I hate it when they put these things on the back. They don't go where the actual color is. Hibiscus Bloom is the color of the blush, and Beach Nectar is the color of the highlighter. And for mascara, I wanted to try this new one that I received from NARS. It's a sample. It's a new mascara that they have with a very stupid, inappropriate name. And then on my bottom lashes, I am wearing the CoverGirl Supersizer Water Resistant. And that's it. So this is how I feel about this product. I hope I was able to help you out in case you wanted any of these palettes. To tell you the truth, my favorite one is this one, the Bare Sensuals. This is so pretty. Really, really, really beautiful. So if I just had to pick one, that's the one I would pick. So I hate when I get fingerprints all over my mirror. So but when I'm done with my video, I go on and wipe everything down because I don't like dirty makeup. It drives me crazy. So anyway, a lot of things drive me crazy. So I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in a couple of days. Love you. Bye. Mwah. I forgot to tell you what I have on my lips, in case you care. Hold on. I have, this is a Milani lipstick, which is very pretty, and I got it free with a Milani purchase that I made. And this is very creamy and a very pretty, like rose color. It's number 17, plum rose. And look at this. I wish all the companies wrote this big. Look at that. You can actually read it. Wow, why can't they all do that instead of that micro, you know? And here is the lip liner that I'm using, which is almost the same shade. And this is by Jordana. It's an easy liner, and it's called Bare Berry. And you can, I found this at Walgreens, and they're only like $2 or $3. They're very, very inexpensive. So this is it on my lips. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.